Welcome back to the Calm Mind channel. I'm thrilled to have you join us today as we delve into a topic that's close to my heart and, I believe, incredibly important for all of us. Life is a journey filled with ups and downs, triumphs and trials, joy and pain. And it's through these experiences that we grow and evolve. Today, we're going to talk about 3 fundamental aspects of this journey: bravery, learning, and success. You might have heard the saying, "You'll never be brave if you don't get hurt. You'll never learn if you don't make mistakes. You'll never be successful if you don't encounter failure." These words carry a profound truth about the human experience. I want to share a quote from the legendary basketball player, Michael Jordan, who once said, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times, I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." In this video, we're going to unpack these concepts and explore how our hurts can lead to bravery, our mistakes can become our greatest teachers, and our failures can pave the way to success. So, let's get started. Understanding bravery. Let's start with understanding bravery. What is bravery? It's often defined as the ability to confront something painful or difficult without any fear. But I believe it's more than that. Bravery is not the absence of fear, but rather the strength to keep going forward despite the fear. Now, how does getting hurt tie into becoming brave? It's simple. When we get hurt, we're faced with 2 choices. We can either let the pain define us, or we can rise above it. Choosing the latter is what bravery is all about. Let's take the example of Thomas Edison. He once said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." He experienced countless failures, or in our context, hurts, while inventing the light bulb. But did he let these failures stop him? No. He chose to rise above them, and that's bravery. When we get hurt, it's an opportunity for us to confront our fears, to challenge ourselves, and to come out stronger on the other side. It's a process that shapes us, that molds us into braver individuals. So, how can we turn our painful experiences into bravery? First, acknowledge the hurt. Don't run from it. Second, understand that it's okay to feel scared. And finally, decide to rise above the pain and fear. Remember, bravery isn't born from easy times, but from the challenging ones. The role of mistakes in learning. Now, let's talk about the role of mistakes in learning. We've all heard the saying, "To err is human." But did you know that to err can also be a powerful learning tool? Making mistakes is an essential part of the learning process. Why? Because mistakes provide us with valuable feedback. They show us what doesn't work and push us to find what does. Let's consider the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before she became successful, she faced numerous rejections from publishers. Each rejection was a mistake, a setback. But did she stop writing? No. She learned from her mistakes, improved her work, and eventually created a series that touched millions of lives. The science behind learning from mistakes is fascinating. When we make a mistake and recognize it, our brain sparks and grows. It's like our brain says, "Hey, that didn't work. Let's figure out a better way." So, how can we effectively learn from our mistakes? First, don't fear making mistakes. Embrace them. Second, when you make a mistake, analyze it. Understand why it happened. And finally, apply what you've learned in the future. Remember, every mistake you make is a step forward in your learning journey. Encountering failure on the road to success. Now, let's tackle a topic that many of us fear: failure. But what if I told you that failure is not the end, but rather a stepping stone on the road to success? Success and failure are 2 sides of the same coin. You can't truly appreciate the joy of success without experiencing the sting of failure. And often, it's the failures that teach us the most valuable lessons. Consider the story of Walt Disney. Before the creation of Disneyland and the global empire we know today, Disney faced multiple failures and even bankruptcy. But he didn't let these failures define him. Instead, he learned from them and used them as stepping stones towards his ultimate success. Psychologically, failure can be a powerful tool. It can build resilience, determination, and perseverance. It's through failure that we learn to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and keep going. So, how can we handle failure and use it to our advantage? First, change your perspective. See failure not as a setback, but as an opportunity to learn and grow. Second, don't let failure define you. You are not a failure because you failed, you're a learner, a fighter. And finally, keep going. Persistence is key. Remember, every successful person has encountered failure. It's not the absence of failure, but the ability to keep going despite it that leads to success. Conclusion. As we wrap up our discussion today, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We've discovered that bravery often comes from the hurts we've experienced. It's not about being fearless, but about moving forward despite our fears. We've learned that mistakes are not setbacks, but valuable lessons. They provide us with feedback, pushing us to find better ways to achieve our goals. And we've understood that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone on the road to success. It's through failure that we build resilience and learn to keep going, no matter what. So, embrace your hurts, your mistakes, and your failures. They are not obstacles, but integral parts of your journey towards bravery, learning, and success. Remember, it's not about avoiding these experiences, but about how we respond to them. So, face your challenges head-on. Grow from them. And most importantly, never stop moving forward. Thank you for joining us today. I hope this discussion has inspired you to see your challenges in a new light. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing forward.